Shalom, brothers and sisters. Shalom, brothers and sisters. Giving honor and praise to the Creator and Maker of heaven and earth, the Most High. My name is Yeshaya Yisrael of the tribe of Dan of the nation of Israel. This particular presentation, brothers and sisters, is in light of what we did a little over an hour ago in regards to promoting the business of our elders, our brothers, our sisters, our loved ones. Some we may know, some we may not know, but we all know if we're all saying we have a basic understanding of respect, that we all have respect for one another. That this, therefore, pardon me, we call this one here Doing Business with Good Business Partners Part 4. Also, Promoting the Business of Good Business Partners Part 4, in parentheses called The Final Promotion. Now, on this channel, if you look and see Doing Business with Good Business Partners, there's a part 1, 2, 3, and 4. This one being a fourth one. All right. And so what we're going to do is have a collaboration of different businesses, and stay tuned because there's a business to be promoted later that was never promoted in the past. All right. So, brothers and sisters, without any further ado, let us go on. The book online and the message. Now, this book that you see there on the left-hand side is available on Amazon.com. It's also available for those who want it on BarnesandNobles.com. All right. The name of the book is called Deuteronomy 28, verses 15 to 68. History untold to the masses. All right. Now, a meme that I got from one of the Israelite brothers online says as follows: to build a strong team, you must see someone else's strength as a compliment to your weakness, not a threat to your position or authority. Now, how does that work, brothers and sisters, in this particular case? Is as follows. I personally don't know how to make clothing. I personally don't know how to cook. That's a demerit on my end. So if I know someone who's a chef, why not promote that business? I'm not going to look at the person who's a chef and say, oh my gosh, should I even sit there and be a part of that because I can't do it? No, I'm going to patronize you to the best of my ability and I'm going to eat. You understand? So that's why this goes in line with what we're talking about. To build a strong team, you must see someone else's strength as a complement to your weakness. So if one can't do something, whatever that something is, then it is to one's betterment to sit there and support another brother, sister, or an elder who's able to do what you cannot do. Let's go on, if we will, to the next slide. From Zakia, and this is one of the things that the sister had on her Facebook. Promote yourself until it pays off. They'll either get mad and delete you or inspired and support you. Now, I asked the sister if I could sit there and use that while promoting her business. This sister makes garments, this sister makes head wraps or head coverings and fringes and so forth and so on. We're going to show the contact information of the sister so you can send her an email so that way you can get more information in regards to that. Promote yourself until it pays off. This is why one who is an author, just throwing that out there, it will behoove one to sit there and get their books, one's books inside of a store, or so forth and so on, so you can sit there and get promotion and so forth and so on. We want to point out that there is a difference between humility and stagnation. I want to type that in. Between humility and stagnation, there's a difference. You understand? You can't be, quote, so humble to where you don't want to even get the talent that the creator has given you to be kept on lock or to be kept suppressed. You understand? Let's go on, please, to the next slide. So what you can do is go, and we want to point this out with the laser pointer, is go to www.stylebyElegance.storenvy.com. All right, so you can sit there and find out. Email assist at the email provided above for more information. It is worth it. I personally have bought some head coverings from the sister, and it definitely is worth the time and the attention. All right, so this is something we want to point out, all right, for edification purposes. Let's go on, if we will, to the next slide. Keep building your brand. Itamar Judah. Contact 404 468 1834. 404 468 1834. You can go to Judah Property Services on Facebook and see the great work the brother Itamar and his team are doing to repair houses. And what you're seeing on the bottom, brothers and sisters, is like the before picture, and what you're seeing on top is the after picture. All right. So this is just something we want to point out for edification purposes in that particular regard. You can go on Facebook as pointed out to Judah Property Services, or you can contact the brother at this number in order to sit there and gain information on the work and how to get work done by the brother and by his crew. It's not just a one-man show with this particular brother. He has a body of brothers that works with him once it comes down to getting this work done. All right. So this is something we want to promote in that particular regard. Now, what you're looking at on the left-hand side is some of the work that the brother has done. And as you can see, they got the logo on a particular van and on a particular automobile in that particular regard. Judah Property Services. All right. For those who are interested, you can go on Facebook and look that up and contact the brother Itamar Judah and move on in that particular regard. All right. Let's go on, if we will, to the next slide. Thank you. Chief Naftali Ben Dan. For superb work, look no further than Naftali Dan. Chief Naftali Dan. All right. Now I want to sit there and go back, if we will. If you look at this book cover on the left-hand side, that brother did that book cover. All right. So the brother's work is very, very phenomenal. Phenomenal. Sorry, pardon me. You can contact the brother by calling or texting 718-744-7371. So if you want to do that, or you can go to naftalidavid@hotmail.com or 360grafixplus@gmail.com. All right. I guarantee you, your work will be superb, not sloppily done. Okay. I've known the brother for some years, and I can vouch for the man online and offline. Okay. So let's go on, if we will, to the next slide. Elisabah Bat Yisrael, Children of the Promise Books. Contact www.COIPROMISE books.com, or you can call 256-651-3389. 256-651-3389. So as you can see, they got books in regards for children. All right. Now, when you contact the person, you'll be able to see more information because that's books for boys as well as books for girls. So when we want to talk about things about getting our children inspired to read more, this is a sister that actually has productions for children for their reading edification purposes. Let's go on, please, to the next slide. Yizrakia Yehuda, owner and operator. All right. So this is some of the work that the sister has as far as jewelry is concerned. This chain that you see here, this bracelet emblem that you see right there, owner and operator. So next slide, we want to show brothers and sisters a contact for this particular aspect. one of the rings that the sister has. The name of the company is called Alis and Company, ALIS. 347, this is the contact number, 347-701-5522. Or you can email alisjewel@gmail.com. The sister, the person accepts Cash App. What is that? Zelle? Okay, Zeal. Pardon me if I mispronounced that one. PayPal, GPay, payment plans, and layaway. Also, all major credit cards accepted. All right. So this is a business that the sister has that I want to sit there and promote for edification purposes. This is a person that I've met in person and can definitely state quality is what you're going to get. Let's go in, if you will, to the next slide, please. All right. As promoted in the past, the UPS store in Brooklyn for your needs. And we want to itemize the different things that the particular sister, Ahuvia Yehuda, has in regards to the UPS store. Flyers, faxing, receiving, returning, scanning, sizing, supplying, printing, sharing, notarizing, mailboxing, copying, cataloging, consulting, custom boxing, graphic designing, creating bubble cushioning, their favorite. There is also free on-site parking. Now, I want to sit there, brothers and sisters, and take the time out now and highlight, if we will. Okay, we want to highlight in a different color, maybe. That ain't work. All right, let's just forget the highlight aspect. Sorry about that. She is an Israelite as well, and she owns a UPS store in Brooklyn. Address 1623 Flatbush Avenue by Flatbush Junction. All right, so that's something, brothers and sisters, we want to point out for edification purposes. Let's go on, if you will, to the next slide. Thank you. This is the better contact information for the UPS store. Telephone number 718-928-7445, or you can fax 718-928-7447. Email store6812 at theupsstore.com. Website https:// locations dot the UPS store, 2 S's as you see there, .com /New York /Brooklyn /1623 hyphen Flatbush hyphen Avenue. Hours of operation Monday through Thursday at 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Friday 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Sunday 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. All right, so this is just something here that we want to show for edification purposes. I personally, as stated in the other presentation, have personally done business with this particular sister, and it is definitely worth the business venture. Next slide. All right, for those who are interested in the aspect of health products done by us as a people, email natureoilproducts@gmail.com, www.facebook.com/natural deodorant is fun. Rishona Lewi Yisrael. So you may see hair products, natural deodorant, body butter, and so forth and so on. Now, for those, I want to point this out as regards to the whole deodorant thing. Is recently, as we pointed out in the past, came out about some of the toxins that's in many deodorants, especially that us males use. So we want to patronize our sister once it comes down to the business. Next slide, please. As pointed out in the past, AthaliasBeverages@gmail.com. I want to state there's no way, after having some of the juices that the particular Ima or mother has made, that one is not going to want to sit there and advertise as much as possible. The juices, the drinks are definitely worth that. If you want some of the best, healthy, nice, and thirst quenching juices naturally made, you will want to get in contact with Imathalia at the email above. All right. And as stated, I personally have had some of the drinks in that particular regard. All right. Next slide, please. ShowLevy@AOL.com. We want to spell this out. SHOLEVI@AOL.com. So you want to learn Hebrew, a guide to speaking, reading, and understanding the language by Shoshana Bat-Levi Hammond, Hamin. Now, the only way to get this book, you can't get it on Amazon or Barnes and Nobles or so. You would have to email the particular person there at showlevy@aol.com. This book here inspired me to write my Hebrew book, written by a woman I respect as a mother figure, in that she teaches female parent in Hebrew is Horah, female teacher is Morah. We went over that before in the past in the Hebrew class. This book stands out as one of the best in learning the basics in advanced Hebrew, from pronouns to verbs and conjugations. This book is available, and I want to sit there and highlight this, if you will. All right. Let's use a different color highlighter. Only by contacting the author. All right. You can only get this book by contacting the author by the above email. Serious inquiries only. Thank you. At showlevy@aol.com. Okay. Let's go on, brothers and sisters, to the next slide. For quarterly and professionalism, I can personally say that the sister does quality work and charges reasonably. If you want video editing, photo, shop pictures, and more, contact her here at fabaimedits.com/Facebook Messenger. She did the work you see in the bottom picture. This picture that you see of me with the wrap on and everything, Yeshai Yisrael teaching in the Bronx. What happened was there was a video, and the video quality wasn't the best for YouTube for many people. So I sent the video to the sister, and she edited it to make it look a lot better with beats, different words going across the screen. So this particular sister does very, very good quality work in that particular regard. All right. So let's go on, if you will, to the next slide. Thank you. www.thekafir.biz. All right. www.thekapher.biz. For nice items ranging from drums, clothing, jewelry, bags, home accessories, and more, contact Sister Milka Yehuda Abdul Roof at the website mentioned above, www.thekafir.biz. I have personally looked on that website myself. That's how I got the pictures for edification purposes. All right. And I personally have done business with the sister. And I'm not just saying this to just hype somebody up. I have actually given the sister money, and she has actually mailed the product to me. You understand? And so I can know, for edification purposes and business purposes, that the person is not just going to sit there and take your money, give you the runaround, and so forth to so on. You understand? So just want to point that out for a reason and purposes. So as you see, the drums, footwear, and so forth, and garments. All right, let's go in, if you will, to the next part for some more aspect. Pillows, for those who are into that. And I just found out, believe it or not, but even though I was raised in the understanding of Israel and I used to see these kind of garments, I just found out by looking at the sister's website that this is called a mud print garment. I didn't know that had a particular name, so I looked on the website. But anyway, let's go on. www.thekafir.biz. www.thekapher.biz. All right, for those who are interested. Let's go on to the next slide. thekafir@gmail.com. And as we can see, the same email, or pardon me, in that case is stated. They take PayPal, Wave, and MoneyGram. They can be contacted on Facebook / the Kafer, LLC. So we're not dealing, brothers and sisters, with the aspect of, in layman terms, though the prices are very reasonable, the quality of business is not low budget. You understand? That's something we want to point out for edification purposes. Next slide, please. HebrewFresh.com. This is by a brother by the name of Nasik Rav. I want to put his name in. All right? A very good friend of mine, a brother I knew. I'm what, 39? I knew him since I was about what, 11 or so. And HebrewFresh.com. Israelites, Hebrews, Black people. You can sit there and support your own people in getting these kind of things off the ground and promoted. There is no reason why anybody claiming to be Hebrew should not have at least one item from HebrewFresh.com, to be quite candid. All right? This is a site that you can go on and look up different aspects. For all of those into the aspect of garments, there's shirts, as we already pointed out, watches, and as we can see right there, brothers and sisters, footwear for those who are interested. So you can go to that particular website, HebrewFresh.com, and look up certain things in that particular regard for those who are interested. All right? Let's go on, please, to the next slide. Tehillah Ben Dan. Now, this is me reading her words, speaking of herself. I'm Tehillah, a language teacher, early childhood educator, and curriculum designer who founded the Kifar in 2012. Speaking of herself, my mission with the Kifar is to support Hebrew and Torah learning through Hebrew courses, educational resources, and children's books. Let's stop right there. I want to stop right there. When the sister, speaking of herself, spoke about children's books. When I promoted this some months ago, I'm going to state now what I stated then. I teach Hebrew classes as well, but I don't have Hebrew books for children. She does. So if a person is able to speak about themselves and you find other people able to speak of oneself as well, definitely do support, brothers and sisters, the sister and her business. We always talk about we need to support one another. We don't support one another like we should. Well, here it is, the final promotion, at least for this channel, about the businesses that many brothers and sisters have. And it's going to be left online for those who are interested even later. Share the video, please, brothers and sisters. All right? Speaking of herself, again, we read, my mission with the Kifar is to support Hebrew and Torah learning through Hebrew courses, educational resources, and children's books. I encourage you to browse the site and see how the Kifar can best support you. Let's go on to the next part. Speaking of herself, I teach personalized individual Hebrew lessons, small group courses, and monthly boot camps. I, speaking of herself, also teach weekly lessons on YouTube. Run Hebrew at the Kifar, a Facebook group for Hebrew learners and lovers, and post a Hebrew word of the day on Instagram. So you may want to go on Facebook and look up the Kifar. The word is spelled as so. We're going to type it in here. The Kifar. Look that up on Facebook, and you will begin to sit there and see the actual works that the sister has. Now, I wanted to point this out too, because I got this off the website for a reason and purposes. Updated planner for entrepreneurs. www.thekifar.com. www.thekefar.com. Go on that site and support the sister's business. But you know what? I want to point something out at the end of this presentation for reason and purposes. All I'm going to say at this point is, brothers, let's pay attention. Next slide, please. More Yeshaya Yisrael. Maybe that's just me speaking in the third person or second person. All right, that is myself. These are the two books that I wrote. Hebrew is Easy, which was inspired by Iman Shoshana's book, as we went over earlier. And this book was actually dropped this month. I want to verbally state a shout out to a sister that helps me with my PowerPoints and so forth and so on. Because what people may not know offline is that one does have encouragers that sit there and say, get this done, go out there, get this done, go out there. You understand? Hey Hashalom, behold the peace. Both of these books are available on Amazon.com, or if one wants to get it from me personally, one can call at 908-587-4841 or PayPal at hkashub@yahoo.com. To this day, and I say giving honor and praise to the Creator, there's no one who can say that they paid for something and they did not get the product. We're not dealing in the aspect of trickery and getting over and conning and not being upright. Next slide, please. The one who sells Moringa and other products, contact Korea Mkongo at the website www.cultureboutique.com. Let's spell this. www.kultureboutique.com or Instagram at Korea_Mkongo, KIIIH_MEKONGO. So we're going to go over some of the things that this particular person whom I met at a particular vending event, we exchanged information, and I asked her for permission if she wanted her business promoted on a particular channel. All right. So let's go on and show what we're talking about. Custom t-shirts, hand-painted sneakers, and items for the people who have their own skips or whatever those particular footwear is called. You can have the sister make designs upon it. All right. So you can get your own kind of thing going on. And I wanted to pick this picture out. Let's look at this right here. A picture of Africa. Coffee from Ethiopia. Now, all of our people, and I'm talking, I travel from New York to North Carolina. I work in Manhattan. I see the 40-foot truck of coffee that goes down Fifth Avenue to go and drop it off, even though we don't eat at all of those places, Wendy's, McDonald's, these fast food places. They sit there and get bundles of coffee at least 2 or 3 times a week because that's something that most people love to have. And the best coffee comes out of Ethiopia, as shown in that shirt right there. Did you know that Ethiopia is the first country that's mentioned in the Bible? Did you know that in the book of Psalms, it said that Ethiopia will stretch her hands out to Elohim? So when you look even at current Ethiopia, and you find there's people there talking about they, the house of Israel, as we've gone over in history, not too hard to figure out where the Israelites scattered. But let's get back into this particular case, brothers and sisters, and see this particular continent and the things that coffee, gold, crude oil, crude oil, cotton, just like they had over here. So you can sit there and take the minerals, substances that this particular landmass have, and if you know what you're doing, you got a pretty good economy. That's why when you go and you read about certain places in Africa where this particular people live, there's a people in Africa called the Fulani. The Fulani, brothers and sisters, are known for being good with cattle and herdsmen. The Bible talks about the tribe of Gad and the tribe of Reuben being good with cattle and dealing with herds as herdsmen, as it speaks of the Fulani. You get the connection? Okay, so these are things we want to point out for edification purposes. All right? A Bobob and Moringa oils therapy. Brothers and sisters, this is what we want to deal with and show that you can get from the particular sister. Things that work for your body. Okay? Now, we're going to go back for the contact purposes. The website, www.cultureboutique, KULTUREBOUTIK.com. All right? So you can sit there and support this particular sister in her endeavor. That's a person I met personally, and I can sit there and say that the work is of quality. All right? We want to sit there and point this out. My apologies. Books for the children in the language of Iton and Iwando. These are two languages I only heard about in the past month. It's a language that they speak in a place here. So if you're talking about Israel and we're Hebrews and so forth and so on, don't you think, brothers and sisters, that it will behoove us to understand as many languages as possible? Just as the sister Tehillah, as we went over earlier, goes over the aspect of the Hebrew for the children, this particular sister goes over the aspect for children's books in this particular two languages for those who are interested. All right? So let's go back as we were going to do to the beginning and go through each of these in brief and then close out. Okay? Thank you, brothers and sisters, for the time and the attention. Because when people respect your channel to watch it, to share the video, you have to acknowledge that. These are not just your views and your eyes. You got to respect the men and the women who take the time to respect you, to even give you the attention to watch you. That's just courtesy. Promoting the business of good business partners, part 4. All right? Giving honor to the creator. This book, Giving Honor to the Most High, written by myself, you can get this on Amazon.com as pointed out. All right? From Zakia, and we went over the particular aspect of how to contact her in this. All right? Fringes, head coverings, garments, and so forth. Keep building your brand. Contact Itamar Judah at 404-468-1834. Work done by the particular brother. Judah Property Services. Chief Naftali Bendan for logo, event flyers, business cards, posters, banners, resumes, advertising, consulting, and more. You know how important it is to have a good resume? It's about presentation. Next slide. Elisa Babat Yisrael. Contact her for children's books at 256-651-3389. Next slide. Yizrakia Yehuda. Contact 347-701-5522. Next slide. The UPS store located in Brooklyn. Contact phone 718-928-7445. The information is posted there. Rishona Lewi Yisrael. Email naturalproducts@gmail.com. naturalproducts@gmail.com. Next slide. Athalia's Beverages at gmail.com. ATHALIAHSBEVERAGES at gmail.com. So you want to learn Hebrew? Contact Sholevi, SHOLEVI at AOL.com for quality and professionalism. Contact FabAimEdits.com/Facebook Messenger. As stated, I personally have done business with this sister. Next slide. www.thecapher.biz. www.thecapher.biz. HebrewFresh.com. HebrewFresh.com. Next slide. Tehillah Ben Dan. Contact www.thekefar.com. www.thekefar.com. More Yeshaya, Hebrew book, and flyer, because I use that as a flyer for promotion purposes. Both of these books are available on Amazon or at the number I'm going to state, 908-587-4841. Next slide. The one who sells Moringa and other products, contact www.KULTUREBOUTIK.com. Giving honor and praise to the Creator and the Maker of heaven and earth. In closing out, brothers and sisters, I wanted to state something about this, as you may see in the title. Doing Business with Good Business Partners, Part 4, the final promotion. You notice something, and this is no way to disrespect anybody. The majority of the people that was promoted were women, females. What does that tell us as men, as brothers? That our sisters, the females, are about getting the business done. In Hebrew, for instance, the way to say, or the way to show something as the causative is with the letter Hey. That's what's pointed out inside the book, Hebrew is Easy, Volume 2. The letter Hey is a feminine letter in Hebrew. Brothers and sisters, we can't get things done without the feminine principle in Hebraic understanding. You notice there were some male businesses that were promoted, but the majority was of the women. That's two things we need to pay attention to. One, we need to support our sisters in their business, and brothers, we got to step our business up. Giving honor and praise to the Creator. Shalom.